Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I wanted to talk about something from my childhood, and that would be Sonic AMVs, for better and for worse. To give you a rundown of an AMV, it's basically the original edits, and what I mean by this, they would take a picture or a video, edit it with some music in the background, and a lot of Sonic fans grew up with these AMVs, and I am one of them, of course. Why else would I be making this video? Now, I just wanted to go over the videos that I grew up watching and ones that I just did not like at all. So without further ado, let's just get on with the video. The first two AMVs I'm going to go over are Sun Amy AMVs, and the first one we're going to look at is Sonic RIP. This video was uploaded 12 years ago, and it shows the fan art in the video is completely outdated, and some of it is really corny. Well, for the time, I guess it wasn't. But looking back at it, what was I watching? Because if we look at these fan arts, I mean, just look at this one. This one's hilarious. So I think this was the first time I was ever seeing something Sun Amy related, because I grew up with mostly classic Sonic stuff before I got into modern Sonic stuff, which was Sonic X. So I always saw Sally as Sonic's girlfriend until I found out what canon and non-canon was. So this was a very weird introduction to Sun Amy, and since I think I saw this video around like 2011, 2012, probably like around 2012 to 2013 is when I first saw this, and I regret, like, this video is not good. It did not age well, like, no hate to the creator, but this video is very outdated and it shows. And this is going to be a common occurrence with the other AMVs, because the video, of course, came out 12 years ago and there was no editing softwares like the ones we have now, like CapCut, All Light Motion, AE, Video Star. Like, those didn't exist back then. So I'm pretty sure some of these people were making it on a laptop or a really crappy video editing software. Another painful revisit to my childhood is Sun Amy Replay. Now, this is when I did know the difference between the games canon, the Archie canon, because I grew up, like I said, I grew up with classic Archie, so I saw Sally as Sonic's girlfriend, not Amy, until I found out, like, the difference between the games and the continuities. Now, this one was a very painful rewatch, because who the fuck is this character? I don't know who that is. And then it shows these really shitty Sonic PNGs and some Amy fan art that I feel uncomfortable looking at. Now, I can't play none of the music because I'm gonna get copyright striked. And this is one of my favorite songs, so this video just butchers it. But the video is outdated. It came out 12 years ago, the same time as the other one. Not hating on the creator, this video was made a long time ago, so I can't really complain on the editing, but I will say it's alright. I wouldn't say it's better than the other one at editing, because this one just shows pictures and fade in and fade out, but the other one, I actually liked the editing on that one. And after seeing this video as a kid, I think this is the one I probably rewatched the most, because like I said, this is one of my favorite songs, and even as a kid, I really liked this song, so I think I played this one for the song mostly, because it had Sonic in it. But this one was a really painful rewatch. I have to rewatch these AMVs and just see what the fuck I was watching, because these are just bad. Now, on to the next AMV. Oh, finally, a good Sonic AMV video I used to watch. Now, this one has a story behind it, because this one I didn't watch a lot because of my sister. Now, I'm not going to give out her age in this video. I'm not going to give out my family's ages. Why the fuck would I do that? She was just a little kid. That's all y'all need to know. But when we were little kids, we watched this AMV before going to school, because my mama, who's my grandma, she would take me and my sister to school by walking us there. So before we went to school, me and my sister watched this AMV, and she cried, like, a lot. She cried a lot at the end of this AMV, because me and her, we watched the Sonic cartoons. Like I said, I grew up with classic stuff, so it was the Julia White Sonic, who was her Sonic at this point. So seeing Sonic die made her, like, cry. Like, she would not stop crying. I remember even walking to school, she was still crying over that video. And she still has some sort of PTSD from this video, because when I would play it, because I do like the song, I really like this song, I played it the other day, and she was like, why am I playing that song? And then we rewatched it like a few years ago, I would say like 2 years ago, and she still cried over the video, even though she was older at that point. So this is why I didn't really watch this AMV. But how does it hold up to this day? it really holds up actually, because it's just the animation with music playing in the back, and the animation I really do like. I think it's aged well, just not poorly. So this AMV I really like, and I still revisit it to this day because I do want to make a video on this specific AMV, because it was originally a comic book, like one issue thing, and then it went on to being a little short film, basically continuing the comic. So this one I really like. It's an actual good AMV compared to the other ones. It actually just destroys the other two. So now we're moving on to the next Sonic AMV. A Sonic AMV I really enjoy is Dark Sonic My Demons. This is the one I watched the actual most. Out of all of them, this is the one I watched all the time, because I watched this video during the time I was in 4th grade, so this was 2018. I loved this video, and My Demons is one of the most iconic songs in editing, because a lot of people edit with this song, and Dark Sonic is a really glazed Sonic form. I'm not going to lie. This form was showed for 5 seconds and people think he's stronger than Super Sonic, which that is not the case. But however, the video itself really fits well with Dark Sonic. I really liked it. I liked how it showed videos instead of just images like the previous Son Amy ones, but this was made during 2016. Still has the same kind of editing style, but I would say that it's better. Has it aged well? Not really, but it's still a fun watch to go back to. This is actually one I had no bad experiences with it. I did not cringe while watching it. I really enjoyed my rewatch with this because of all the nostalgia just hitting me. Now, with the Son Amy ones, nostalgia is just not helping those two. No amount of nostalgia bias will convince me the Son Amy AMVs were good. This one's actually better. Like, it's more well made than the Son Amy ones. Even though this came out like a few years after those two, this one still has the same editing style with it, and it's just overall a better video. Now we get on to the last AMV of this video. Just Gold Sonic.exe is the last AMV I want to finish off my video with, because I know I didn't talk about more iconic ones like His World and Monster, but I feel like a lot of people already know about those Sonic AMVs. But however, comparing this to the other ones, I would say that this is my least favorite when it comes to editing, because it's just showing a picture for a really long time and just has the song playing in the background. At least with the Sonic and Amy AMVs, they showed some editing in it. They weren't the best, but it's surely better than just looking at a picture, zooming up and down for a long period of time. The song, however, I really like. I just don't like how this one is made. Like, no hate to the creator. These videos were made a whole decade ago, so I can't really bash on it. But comparing it to the other videos, this one just has the least amusing editing compared to the other ones. And I would say out of all of them, this is my least favorite one, editing wise. Is it a good rewatch? No. Like I said with the Sonic and Amy ones, this is not a good rewatch. You could tell that this is a video made in its time, and it shows. But looking back on these videos, I just like how we've come a long way when it comes to editing, honestly. So rewatching these just reminded me a bunch of my childhood, and this was just more of a nostalgia post. Should I make a part 2 to this? I'm not so sure, because these were really painful to go back to, except for the Dark Sonic and Sonic Call the Doctor AMV. Those ones weren't bad, but to wrap things up, I'll catch you guys in the next video.